Look up on the stage. It's a comic book. It's a play. It's Hollywood Babylon Comic-Con Theater. With your hosts, Ralph Garman and Kevin Smith.
Pinned to the top of a moving train by General Gum's glue, things look grim for our four heroes.
It's no use, boss. There's no way to get unstuck.
Holy annihilation, Batman! We're gonna get splattered against that mountain.
Don't lose hope, old chum.
The train is speeding into a tunnel in the mountain.
I think I've figured out a way to pull us free from this heinous adhesive. I've got an idea. If we can't get off this roof, then we'll take it with us. I've still got my hornet sting. A well-placed burst should blast this section of the roof free and us along with it.
Train continuing to head toward the tunnel.
You're forgetting that the Batcopter is still hovering nearby, Robin.
Gosh, yes! The Batcopter remote control bat unit. Great thinking.
If I can just fly it to us in time, its bat ladder will still be unfurled.
Batman's working the remote control when Robin points up into the sky. It says,
"Here it comes, Batman!"
And there it is, the motherfucking Batcopter.
Meanwhile, the Green Hornet pulls out his sting, fires it at the roof. Grab hold with all your might, Robin. I'll command the Batcopter to lift and thrust. So Batman and Robin are pulled up by the Batcopter, pulled right out of their boots off the roof, and Kato and the Green Hornet are blown off the top of the roof.
I thought we were goners for sure, Batman.
Our demise was actually less imminent than it seemed, Robin. By my calculations, we still had 5.7 seconds before impact.
Holy algorithms! You were doing algebra while we were hurtling towards that tunnel?
As the great Adlai Stevenson once said, to act coolly, intelligently, and prudently in perilous circumstances is the test of a man.
Gosh, yes, you're right, Batman.
Now let's land the Batcopter and find the Green Hornet and his accomplice. I want to ascertain what they know about Gum's great train robbery. Are you all right?
I think so, boss. But the next time I get off a train, I think I'd like it to stop first.
Well, the good news for you is there's a train station right near Gotham Penitentiary.
Well, hello, dynamic duo. I'm glad to see that you escaped Gum's snare as well. You can forgo the pleasantries, Hornet. What were you two doing on that train? And what do you know about Gum's plans?
Yeah!
About as much as you, I guess. We'd heard that someone was going to make a move on those fossils without cutting me in on the caper. I simply couldn't let that happen. It's bad for business.
Unaware, of course, the Green Hornet is a guy who plays at being a bad guy, but truly he's a bit vigilante, quite like Batman.
So we decided to show up and teach them a lesson. We were as surprised as you to find out it was Gum.
Holy suckers! Do you really expect us to believe that?
Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance.
Writer's note tells us that's from the writings of Confucius.
That's right. You can believe what you like, Boy Wonder. Perhaps you are telling the truth. Regardless, I think it best if we continue this conversation down at police headquarters. We appreciate the invitation, Batman, but unfortunately our social calendar is just booked solid today.
Well, Batman, looks like it's time to swat some insects.
Indeed. Or it's time for a bat nap.
With that, the Hornet's gas gun ignites, man, taking Batman and Robin in a big old green cloud.
Gas! Sorry about that, Cape Crusaders.
Do you think maybe we should have just told Batman and Robin the truth, boss? That we're actually on the same side of the law as they are.
Given our public personas as criminals, I fear there's very little chance they would have believed us, Kato.
I suppose you're right. That Robin sure seems not too trusting.
And trying to convince them would have wasted precious time. We need to track down Garman and those fossils while the trail's still hot. Time to call our ride. Miss Case, I hope you've been following the train as I asked.
Pulling up now, sir.
And there it is. The fucking second greatest car in TV history.
The Black Beauty.
The Black Beauty.
Hiya, fellas.
I can't believe you let her drive the car.
Now don't be jealous, Cato.
Okay, but I'm driving home.
Meanwhile, inside an abandoned postal depot, General Garman and his henchmen stashed their ill-gotten gains.
Great haul, General. But don't your heists usually have some kind of stamp angle? I mean, I just don't get it.
Blue chip, you don't. This is my greatest stamp crime ever. Do you even know how a fossil is made? Millions of years ago, this poor creature died, as all living things must. But this particular little fellow got trapped in a bed of clay and eventually turned to stone. Later, water dissolved his body, leaving only a perfect impression of the original. Don't you see? The creature was literally stamped into rock. This is a priceless collection of the world's very first stamps.
We found the one you were looking for, boss.
Ah, yes, thank you, boys. The Orthocanthus shark. The most valuable fossil in the whole collection. It's worth $1 million alone. And it's all yours, my friend. Delivered as promised as a down payment to cement our partnership. A deadly predator known for its wide, toothy grin.
We see General Gum's partner in crime now. Of course, the legendary Joker, as played by Cesar Romero, and I think it would be a disservice to do any other voice but Cesar.
Of course, you gotta be him.
Oh, yes, sir, General. I never could resist a beautiful smile. What's this? The Harlequin of Hate teamed up with the Guru of Glue? Can even the combined forces of Batman and the Green Hornet defeat this unholy alliance?
I must say, Joker, making me prove my criminal expertise with this fossil caper was more than slightly insulting.
Well, you'll have to excuse me, Gummy, but I don't work with just anyone. You may be a general, but I am the clown prince of crime. I reserve the right to be choosy. I once combined forces with the Penguin, the Riddler, and Catwoman. And we still almost ended up drowning in that blasted bird submarine, thanks to the dynamic Dunderheads.
Ah, yes. Well, perhaps you'll hold my plundering prowess in even higher regard when I tell you that I was capable of doing what you and so many others could not. Eliminating the Batman and Robin.
What? They're dead?
Deceased, departed, and defunct, along with that meddlesome Green Hornet and his masked crony, all thanks to me and my ingenious permapaste.
Oh, splendiferous day! Can it be true? My comic criminal genius no longer to be squelched by those Cape Killjoys. Still, I wish I had been the one to do it. Oh, well, congratulations are in order. Put it there, old boy.
Well, I don't mind.
There. Now I feel better. Next order of business, Gummy. Let's discuss the felonious future that's in store for you, me, and that marvelous glue of yours. Meanwhile, the dynamic duo slowly awaken as the effect of the Green Hornet's knockout gas begins to wear off.
Holy hibernation! That green gangster's gas sure packs a wallop. Indeed, old chum.
Let this be an important lesson to both of us about lowering our guard, even for an instant.
What now, Batman?
To the Batcopter, Robin.
Both Gum and the Hornet have a big head start on us, Batman. How do we even know which way to go?
Simple deduction. I detected 2 sets of tire tracks leading away from the train tracks. One set is from Gum's fuchsia getaway truck. The other I recognize as the distinctive tire tread from the Green Hornet's Black Beauty. Both sets of tracks are leading in the direction of the Hornet's territory. I hypothesize that we'll find those scoundrels there.
And as the Cape Crusaders soar towards the city, Britt Reed, in his palatial home, recounting his most recent adventure to his secretary and confidant, Miss Lenore Case.
I still can't believe you gassed Batman and Robin. I imagine they're going to be pretty steamed next time you run into them.
Hopefully there won't be a next time, Miss Case. If Cato and I can find Gum and recover the fossils quickly enough, maybe we can avoid another skirmish with Gotham's Guardians.
Cato peeks around the corner to tell us.
D.A. Scanlon is here to see you, boss.
Thanks, Cato.
The book is pulled back, and a secret entrance is revealed.
Hello, Frank.
Any progress on that train heist, Britt?
Not much, but Cato and I are working on it. We followed Gum back here to the city, but the trail went cold. However, we think we have an idea of how to find him.
I'm certainly glad to hear that.
I just got a very irate phone call from the famous Italian adventurer Franco Bolo. Since his fossils were on their way to our museum, he's holding the city responsible for their theft.
We know they're here in the city limits somewhere. And from our previous run-in with Gum, we know he's obsessed with stamps.
If we can investigate all the local buildings large enough to stash a hole that size, then cross-reference with anything stamp-related, we just might catch a break.
Well, I hope so. Bolo was threatening the city with a $20 million lawsuit, and I gave him my personal guarantee that we retrieve those fossils.
Then let's get into our work clothes, Cato.
Good luck, fellas. Sounds like the Green Hornet could use a green 4-leaf clover.
Meanwhile, in a nearby city park, Batman and Robin are on the hunt as well. How are we going to find General Gum in a city this size? We don't have the first clue to where to look.
This is the perfect time to try out our new mobile Batcopter spectrographic bat analyzer, Robin. I managed to secure a small amount of that fiendish philatelist potent adhesive before we were pulled from that train's roof.
Philatelist?
Stamp collector, Robin. From the French word philately. You need to brush up on your foreign language studies, old chum.
Oui, Batman.
Now the bat analyzer will determine this paste main component. We can then track any large amounts of that element that have been sold and shipped to any local addresses.
Sure. Whatever it is, Gum must need loads of it to whip up his gruesome glue.
Main ingredient, 57.6% cyanochirolate. 100 industrial drums of which were recently shipped to 213 Dozier Boulevard. There it is, Robin. And Dozier Boulevard is just a quick bat run from here.
So let's go stamp out General Gum and his goons. And, mere blocks away from the dynamic duo, the Green Hornet and Cato scour the city.
Gee, boss, looking for General Gum in a town like this big is like looking to find a pink needle in a haystack.
Pink? That's it, Cato.
Huh? I don't get it.
You will. We just need a little help from above. Activate the scanner. Get us some aerial recon on the remaining buildings on our list.
The scanner comes out of the hood of the trunk of the Black Beauty.
Now I see, boss. A bird's eye view of a search area might give us a glimpse of that hideous pink getaway truck of his. It'll stick out like a sore thumb.
And there it is, parked outside the old abandoned postal depot on Dozier Boulevard. Hit it, Cato.
On our way, boss.
We're back in the depot now, and General Gum.
Once we get to the new location, Joker, we can start phase 2 of our plan.
Yes, indeed, General. But perhaps we should move the loot to a less conspicuous vehicle, eh? That pink truck is a little over the top, don't you think?
That's really saying something.
given how you two dress.
Yes, don't either of you own a mirror?
Ah, you should be dead.
I thought you said there was no way to escape your glue. You should know better, Joker. Where there's a will, there's always a way. And we should have known you'd be mixed up in this, you jesting jackal.
No, it can't be.
Trust me, it can. Get them! So Batman and the Green Hornet pretty much knock out all of the henchmen of Colonel Gum and the General Gum and the Joker until finally they're just faced with each other. And they're staring each other down, facing off, because Batman thinks he's a villain. Green Hornet has to defend himself. Excuse me, I hate to interrupt you two, but it seems your junior partners are in a bit of a sticky situation.
Yes, your associates are about to suffocate under a face full of my indelible adhesive masked mutton heads. Take one more step and they will die.
Can Batman and the Green Hornet save their comrades? Hold your breath until you have the answer. Robin and Kato will certainly be holding theirs.
There it is, kids. Give it up for Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet, issue 2, as performed by the amazing man of 1,000 voices, Ralph fucking Garman.
And my Babble brother and co-writer, Mr. Kevin Smith.